Okay. Today is February 13th, 2003. My name is Lori Shultz. I'm the interviewer, and my interviewee, and your name?
Is Elizabeth Sellberg Borg.
Okay. And is Rosalie your middle name?
Yes.
Okay. Sellberg. Or spell Sellberg for me again.
Sellberg.
Okay. And Borg, B-O-R-G. Okay, so Elizabeth and Rosalie Sellberg Borg, S-E-L-L-B-E-R-G, and Borg is B-O-R-G. And your current address?
331 South Main.
Here in Lindsborg?
Lindsborg.
And your phone number?
785-227-2780.
Okay, great. And your birthday?
Is September 23rd, 1915.
Okay. And the schools, one-room schools in McPherson County?
Yes.
Which one?
Well, first it was West Kentuck.
Oh, okay.
And that was just 1 year they closed school. Too few people. And then the next one was Alpha.
Okay.
And that was 4 years.
Okay. So 1 year at West Kentuck and 4 years at Alpha. And what year was West Kentuck?
That was 1935, 36.
West Kentuck is 36. And then Alpha?
36 to 40. Or in close 40.
Okay, 36 to 40. And then you went to teach in other schools, I assume?
And then I got married.
Okay. And then you quit teaching altogether?
Yes, and then when our one son was in college, I went back to school, got 2 more years, and got my degree. And then my husband was working at Schilling Air Force Base, and that closed. And so then we went to, his base that he went to was at Las Vegas. And so then we went there for 10 years, and I taught there, first grade.
So 10 years later?
Yes.
What years?
Well, let's see. 19.
Oh, that's okay. Just let's stay here. It doesn't matter. We can just say later when your son was in college, right?
Yes.
Son in college. Okay. All right. That's fine. I couldn't tell you all those dates if you asked me those kind of things. I can hardly tell you when I was in college. Okay. What was it like to teach in the one-room school setting?
Well, the parents were very cooperative. And this community, there were it was 2 groups. There was the Mennonites and the Lutherans, and they got along very well. And I had, well, sometimes we were 25, 30. When they were drilling for oil, those families moved in, you know.
Okay.
And it was very satisfying.
Okay. I have to ask you, I've heard that West Kentuck, it's now at the Old Mill Museum, right? The school is. Now, they said if you would go back between Lindsborg and McPherson, and about where that public rest stop is where West Kentuck would be. Is that correct? Do you remember it in that location?
Well, I think so.
You think so? Okay. Okay. That's what I heard. I just wanted to clear up that, whether it was a rumor or not. Okay. Describe the opening exercises.
Well, we always said the flag salute, and we always said the Lord's Prayer.
Okay.
And sometimes we read some from the Bible.
Okay.
And we talked about current events.
Great. And do you remember in West Kentuck, how many kids did you say?
Oh, there was only very few.
Oh, in West Kentucky, about 5 kids.
And they closed it.
And they closed it just because it was so small. And how about Alpha?
Well, that had a lot of students, yes.
Alpha was the one you went all the way up to as
South of Wyndham.
Okay, that was south of Windham, and it was meaning it was 35 to 40 kids?
Well, no, not that many, but 30 anyhow. 30?
As many as 30? Okay. Do you remember your pay in West Kentuck?
Oh, that was only, I think, $45.
45?
Yes.
A
month.
A month.
Yes.
45 a month?
And then in Alpha, it was, I think, 65, and then it went on up to 90. I got 90, which was very well. I was very well paid the last year.
Okay, so anywhere from 65 to 90 in Alpha. In West Kentuck, did that include your room and board?
No.
So where did you stay?
I stayed with a family there. Well, they had 2 children, and but one was in high school and one was in grade school.
And so you had to pay them?
Yes.
How much did you pay them?
I don't remember that, but I paid them.
Oh, you hardly had.
But I had a room with a bed in it, and then also a stove there, and I cooked my meals.
Oh.
So,
okay.
No, they didn't invite me downstairs.
Okay. You weren't married at the time?
No.
And at the time, could you be a teacher and be married in the 35?
Not, well, they didn't, they looked frowned on it,
okay.
so.
Okay. Did you have a code of conduct, makeup, dress, that kind of thing?
Well, yes, you couldn't really, and they didn't really want you to have boyfriends either, you know.
So, yeah, okay. Didn't really want you to be married, didn't want you to have a boyfriend.
I know when I stayed in Alpha, I stayed with this lady, and she didn't like lipstick. And
oh, really? Okay. And did you have the 3-member school board? Is that what you had? And did you know them pretty well?
Yes, at least at Alpha I got to know them.
Got to know them pretty well because you were there
yes.
about 4 years. Okay. What more, tell me, did you have any discipline problems at either of those schools?
No, I'll tell you. Even the 8th grade, I thought there was one boy I thought would be a discipline problem, but no, he didn't turn out to be. So.
Good. Okay. And
of course, the older brothers and sisters would tell on the little ones, and the little ones would tell on the big ones, their parents, and of course, then their parents would get on them.
Right. Okay. Was education emphasized in the home at that time?
Well, not many, but my mother did because she had been a teacher.
Oh, sure.
This was years ago,
okay.
And she taught 8 years before she got married, and she had gone to high school, but she worked her way through it, and she took some courses at McPherson College.
Oh, okay.
And so, of course, she wanted all of us to go to school, you know.
Okay.
And of course, I had 2 other sisters that were teachers.
Okay. Okay. Did you have programs in your one-room school?
Oh, yes. Yes, we always had a Christmas program. And then we always had a program the last day of school, too.
Okay.
And then, I think the last 2 years we had a music teacher, so then we had a cantata or
something a little more fancy.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you play the piano?
Very little, but I did play.
You did play. Okay. Do you think that the closing on the one-room schools affected the communities when they did close? Were you around when Alpha closed, or was it just because you got married?
I got married and left,
okay.
So then then it became a 2-teacher school. They built a new building and had 2 teachers after I left.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were
closed out. Yeah. How about West Kentuck? Did that affect your community?
I don't really know.
You don't really know? Okay. Do you remember any funny stories about your one-room schoolhouse experience?
I suppose I haven't thought about them
for a while. Yeah, that's a long time ago. Any kind of interesting things
Well, they always fixed a nice float for May Day.
Oh, sure.
Alpha, they really worked the whole community with and they'd get prizes and I have several pictures of the floats that they made, you know, and the graduates always got to ride on the float. There wouldn't be maybe 2 or 3, or sometimes they'd only 1, but there would be someone graduating, so
Okay.
they always have them on the.
Well, that was a big deal for them.
Yes, it
To put a lot of. Did you put a lot of time and effort into the float, or was it more of a community activity?
Well, mostly the community, but then they'd always ask for suggestions.
From you. Yeah,
They
right.
think I know, but I don't.
Okay. Well, I think that's all. Unless you can think of something.
I should have thought about it before I came.
No, that's okay.
I looked at the calendar yesterday, and I saw that on the phone. I said, good thing I looked, because I wouldn't have been here.
Good. I'm glad you came. Did you? If you could do it over again, would you go back to the one-room schoolhouse?
Yes, and I think so. And of course, I graduated from one-room school. I still went all 8 years.
You did.
With
So
my
that was
sisters and brothers.
a really good experience for you.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Well, great. Well, I appreciate this so much.
Well,
I appreciate your reminiscing about them, and I appreciate your time, Schultz.